Oh my very goodness. Look who's back. Oh my god, did I not press update on my OBS? Does it not have the correct title? Hold on. Oh, well, we may as well go while we're here. Hold on. Oh, there it goes. It updated. This is Bigly. I'm telling you, chat, it's getting fucking hot. We can't be doing these middle of the afternoon streams anymore because I'm already sweating and we're about 1 minute in. Also, the car's directly in the sun, so that's not good. You know, we have a shed for a reason. Anyway, look at the infinite void we're creating here. It's crazy. But how long has it been since we streamed? 8 days, really? Time goes fast when you're having fun, chat. You might not know it, chat, but I'm actually famous now. You know, I don't need you idiots anymore if we look at the great secondary ENT channel. And we click over here, you know, just like 1,000 views over the last 2 videos, no biggie. Oh, over 1,000, easy peasy. We got the great Chainsaw Man chapter review, and the great, my top 50 favorite songs of all time video, you know, 700 views, more than anything this Elite RE idiot has done in a long time. Actually, let's check that. Because these idiots be talking about Mushoku Tensei or so, some nonsense, and they do be getting these views. 300 views, pathetic. That was 2 days ago. The other one, we got to check. 600 views, pathetic. But this one's got more than us. Don't worry, we'll catch it any day. How long ago did this one come out? Oh, it doesn't tell me because it's already up. Let's listen to the list, chat. Oh, we love Nancy Sinatra here. Remember Mad Men, chat? I was going through this because Alita briefly brought this up on stream, and it made me think, like, where did I get most of these songs from? Because only one is anime related, but that's maybe not true. Hold on, we'll go through this in a second. I gotta get the fucking chat up. QT Cinderella stream is playing on my goddamn Twitch app. This is unbelievable. Alright, there's nobody here yet anyway. So the VOD people, we're speaking to you and you particularly. This is obviously a Mad Men song. I don't know. We can listen to it while we go. We probably can't. YouTube might fuck us. Though this video is somehow up. And so is my other video, but we'll talk about that in a second. Oh my god, my thing is up. This, I have no... Oh, I only know about Helena Deland. Oh my god, like Helena, my queen from House of the Dragon. Because she features in JPEG Mafia. Fuck, it is already blisteringly hot, chat. Thank god I haven't had my shower today yet, because we'll be taking it after this, I'll guarantee you that much. The, let's just check that the audio is coming through. It looks like it is. She featured on a JPEG Mafia song. Now, how do I know what JPEG Mafia is? Is this somehow anime related? No, I don't think so. I think I knew who JPEG Mafia was first time. Maybe from Digibro. Uh-oh. So it could be anime related. But then later, what cemented it to me? What was even the first song? Because it was before the end of high school, which is 6 years ago, chat. Oh my god, it's probably around 6 years. That's insanity, chat. It feels like 2 years ago. Around 6 years ago, I probably started listening. But anyway, so this is not anime related. This is Game of Thrones Season 6 trailer related. We love the great game. Jon Snow's lying down, he's dead, chat. And then Davos comes in and he says, something, something, something. Just like that. And this, of course, is a Black Sails credit song after Miranda gets shot at the end of the second last episode of Season 2. Greatest show of all, song of all time. No, and then this song just starts playing and you're like, holy fuck, what just happened? Hold on. This is the greatest song of all time I'm listening to. It's a little crazy. It's just the so good. Oh my god, having to pick which part of the song you put in this video, chat. Hardest decision of my life. You know, we're going to expose a bunch of idiots. This is from Far Cry 4. But I didn't know that until I watched the White Light Far Cry 4 video and he talked about this song being in it, and I listened to it in that video and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I didn't remember it at all from the 2 times I've beaten Far Cry 4. Actually, I think Far Cry 4 once, and then I replayed it a few years later, but didn't get quite to the end, but got like 60% of the way through. And this plays right at the end, well, as you're driving up to Pagan Min's place. It's pretty cool. Far Cry 4 is the best. So video games, TV shows, everything so far. Now, this song I liked, and then it was in a Black Lagoon AMV that I really, really liked, probably cementing it on the list. Lily Allen, cannot possibly be anime related. This is from Boardwalk Empire soundtrack, epic. We love Love Me or Leave Me. This song is great. You'll also remember it because it was my stream starting soon song for like a month when I was watching it. That's crazy. Then we've got This Is Just a Freddie Gibbs song. Oh, Sicklet was making fun of me for putting rap songs on my list, right? You know, he's a very cultured British person. He only likes crybaby gay boy rock albums like Shitty Cast. Embarrassing. Anyway, it starts at the beginning of the list. Like, this has nothing to do with anime. None of this has anything to do with anime or anything or any TV show. These are just songs I found on my own because I'm just so brave and strong and powerful. Then we've got Boa, which is the of the Serial Experiments Lane opening. Also, I've never seen them so young, chat. This is crazy. She's like an old lady. Not really. And then this, I have never seen this recommended before when I was opening up to stream, so I opened it, but we can't really listen to it on stream, you know. It's a fucking song. What does chat want to listen to that for? But this is crazy. And a full live performance, and that's what this video starts with. Also, this band is doing a tour again, and they are coming near me. And, you know, I should go, but I'm probably not going to go because I don't want to go to a concert by myself. But I'm going to be very sad if I don't go because they're probably never going to tour again because they're just a small band. And even though Serial Experiments Lane is everybody's favorite anime, their band really isn't that big. Though they are coming out with a new album. They better not play this new nonsense. I just want to hear the old songs, you know, chat. But I don't know what the line, like how that lines up. Anyway, is there anything else to speak on? Not anime, not anime, not anime, not anime. Oh my god, this is from The Great Revenge, the television show pilot. And they bring it back in the final episode. Truly epic. So that's TV show related. So more of them are TV show related than shitty anime related. And that's good, chat, because we hate anime here and we love television programs. This song I want to make an AMV to, but I don't have talent or skill. It'd be a great Skypiea AMV to this one. She's talking about mantra in the song, chat. It's crazy. Just like they do in One Piece. Now, I only know about the Mars Volta because of Digibro, so that's a vaguely anime related. None of the rest of it. No. Wait, Komochi Warui, I only know because of that one hiding in public video where he's talking about Evangelion, and this song is obviously an Evangelion reference because this is the last line in the end of Evangelion, Komochi Warui, which, chat, doesn't have a direct translation. It means I feel sick / this sucks / whatever, and that's what the song is about. And, you know, relating to just Asuka's feeling when she says that last line and the greatest movie of all time ends. So there you go, we're back with anime. And originally Kamsusa Todd was on the list, but it was one of the ones that got cut in the process of making the video. And then obviously this is the Serial Experiments Lane band having the best song ever. But anyway. That was epic. A lot of the comments on that is just like, oh my god, you put this song in? And I'm like, yes sir, I did. So that's funny. Now, see to buy our shirts, and Heath over here complaining that we don't have timestamps. That's embarrassing. Kill yourself, Heath. Oh my god, we gotta like this video. What are we doing here? Anyway, nothing much on this video. It is doing very well view-wise, and I think it happened in conjunction with the other video getting views, but I don't see how there's much conversion into this video. Unless this video caught the eyes of a lot of lap subscribers, and they're like, oh, I'll watch a top 50 songs video, because obviously this has a lot of generic appeal of like, top 50 songs. And I guess you could probably recognize Jeff Buckley in the thumbnail, though the rest of them you really couldn't. Because that is Bob Dylan in the corner, but you can't really tell he's so small. Aurora's Exist for Love video isn't that popular, and that's a picture of Boa, so that's not going to get the clicks. But anyway, there are a lot of these videos on YouTube, and I got inspired because I just saw a random one time, and I'm like, I should do that. So there's a lot of cross-pollination with those types of videos. Those videos have like 20k views each, so, you know, we'll be there one day. But anyway, chat, we got more housekeeping, because that's not the only video I uploaded. We've got a stream thing. We've got a great full clip. Oh my god, he's going to score, chat. Incredible, chat. You're freaking out. You're in a New Zealand, what do you call it? Shed with like 5 beds in it, and you're freaking out right now. That's what you're doing. Crazy, that was a grand final. But oh my god, remember the great Footy ENT channel? We all remember it. I made this whole video in like, well, technically it wasn't in one day. I did a draft for a script the night before. Then I got up, I went to work, then I got home, then I edited the script, then I recorded it, then I audio edited it, then I video edited it, then I uploaded it, and then it was up, all in one day. Now, Elite RE, he's always bragging that he can do that, so now we just got to know that it's not that cool when you're doing a 4-minute video, Elite RE. Get over yourself. But it was an interesting exercise. It did decently. It's nearly as good as the most recent Last of Us video, main channel video. I do think a channel like this has a lot of potential upside, because half the time, Chad, I'm just sitting here, I'm like, man, YouTube channel sucks. Haven't done anything in 5 years or something, just gonna kill myself. Can you believe this? If you told me before I started that 5 years in I wouldn't be doing shit, I would have said, what a fucking loser, kill yourself. And are you just sitting here sucking, not even 10,000 subscribers, not even rich yet? What the fuck are we doing? Still in the same place, still at the same desk, still miserable, you're not making videos. And then you're like, you know what I need? Money, chat. That'll solve all my issues. And it's like, okay. And that's the motivation for you to start editing your Berserk script, and you lose it after 20 minutes because this fucking script is annoying and it's getting in your way. And then I'm like, I should just do a wrestling channel. I'd be famous in a second. I like it way more than this media nonsense. I hate media. I hate TV shows. I hate anime. I hate them all. I hate manga especially. I'm like, I love wrestling. And then I love football even more than that, chat. So capitalizing off a passion is important. And maybe that's why I got the video up so quickly. It was fun finding all the clips and stuff, when usually that's the worst part. But usually that's because you're scrolling through manga pages and you're like, where the fuck is this one image? And then you realize that one image doesn't actually exist. Whereas this, you kind of know, a celebration compilation. Also, I found a few videos that I could download and just rip a lot of the footage from, a lot of news broadcasts. Also, this video is like on borrowed time, because there are a lot of rugby league like related channels, and none of them use footage, and I assume it's because eventually they get killed. Now, I don't use any extended clips that much, but I don't know. This is like, I don't know, we're at about 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds. Jesus Christ, what was I thinking? That's like 12 seconds of footage. I'm gonna get killed. It didn't even get copyright claimed or anything, unless it has recently. But anyway, it performed well. It didn't really get a lot of comments. It's like Bacon being nice. Me responding to my own thing to try and boost it up. Somebody commenting. Now, obviously, the point about this video is that it came out too late. Like, the grand final was yesterday. It came out yesterday morning at like 2 a.m. So it's like, and also I had to get the video, and I was going to give up a bunch of times. I'm like, oh, whatever, we tried. We're not going to make football videos. Kill yourself. But then it's also a bit of a motivator when you have a deadline. But there's also been plenty of videos I've had deadlines for, and just like, I feel like there was a period there where I was going to do Attack on Titan chapter reviews, scripted chapter reviews for every chapter. And I'd be like, oh, I just got to get it out now. And then they'll have 2 hours to watch it before the actual next chapter comes out, and that'll be fine. And every time you just get like 2 days before and be like, this video isn't coming out. Let me give up and do something else. So deadlines don't work, is basically what I'm saying. Leader, he's always trying to tell me they do. They don't. He's an idiot. But anyway, also the point of this whole ramble was that it got a lot of its views after the game had finished, and obviously people were Googling things around and saw it and were like, oh, I'll click on this. I have no idea what the retention rate or anything is, because it's such a small channel. I don't have that data yet, or at least I didn't last night when I checked. I could very easily do a video like this a week and just see what happens. There's also a difference, whereas the media things, I feel like my fucking stupid goddamn... They go through 7 iterations, all this shit. I gotta figure out what the fuck I'm trying to say in these videos 7 times, and it'll all click into place for like 1 session, but then it'll take 7 more sessions for me to actually finish the script, and each time you'll have to reset, and you'll forget, and you'll be like, where was I going with this, and stuff. All these videos would be incredibly simple. It's just sort of like an opinion on what's going on. And then it's like the most simple premise and conclusion, etc., etc. So it's very much easier to make. So I don't know. And it did well, so that's a bit of motivation too. So who knows what the future holds for any of this shit. Anyway, any more fucking housekeeping? Uploading, me not getting excited. Also, all the football channels suck, and they do very well. So if I can make a decent one, I feel like it could do really well. And also, there's so much stupid shit that infuriates me that people say about football that it's that's also a very easy motivator. Also, most of my Twitter feed that's curated for me is either Elon Musk nonsense that I want to kill, or it's football stuff that I also want to kill, because they're all equally stupid. And I would love to yell at people on Twitter and not just be a random media channel doing it. But being a great football channel and doing it, that would be epic. So who knows? see where this goes. As you can see, all of these football retweets. Me saying it's uploading a great Growlithe screenshot from that one episode of Pokemon. The other video, cool wrestling thing. Sting and Rick Rude fight to a DMX song. It's gotta be cool. More football things. A wrestling talk. They put this stuff in an English dub or something, and it seemed... I thought this was like a fake video, but then it's a real video, but then it's probably justified because they were trying to do a thingy, and people capitalizing on thinking something's cringe to get likes and shit or whatever. Also, Chibi Reviews has gone through some massive drama or something. Miller the Killer's keeping us updated, where he's trying to shoot people because they're trying to rape his dead brother's corpse or something. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. I was also reading a lot of Berserk, remember that? Puck showed up, and I wanted to farm engagement chat. You know, finally this shit manga is getting good again, because we all know the Golden Age sucks, and Puck is the only good thing in this manga. And also, Casca has a weird ear here. And then I was, like, feeling my own ear to see if this was actually what ears looked like. But no, I think the Casca's got one too many ridge here on her ear. It's a little weird. Oh my god, an Elite rewatched Private Society and gave it a 1 star or something, because he's a fucking mongoloid retard. Anyway, you know what's funny? He starts talking about it in this digest, and he's like, too bad it wasn't funny or something. And then I was like, is Private Society a comedy? And the answer is obviously yes. But the comedy is just like British comedy, which is obviously like 10 out of 10 comedy every time. Now, there's a little bit of a wokeness thrown in there, but I thought Elite was smarter than that. But maybe Elite just doesn't like British comedy. Now, Elite also says, I just don't like comedy or something. But obviously, everything he likes has comedy in it. He's stupid and a loser and a little bitch, and we'll beat him up later when we see him. Oh, we're sweating, chat. We're sweating. The things I do. Not for love. Now we can get rid of this. Now we can move on to the content today, chat, and that's some great reacts we've got to do. Shabes, Caribou-kun, has been responding to our VOD, so we've got to give the people what they want. And he uploaded a new video. I watched like the first seconds, because I was like, is this an AMV? And it seems like maybe he's doing the weird hybrid thing where he edits an AMV together, and it's cool. And then Jarky Bacon is also talking about the Joker here. The Joker 2, he must have just seen it and made a video. Now, I half watched the Kind of Funny podcast about the Joker, so I've seen like a bunch of the scenes. They hated it. They thought it was terrible. And it seems like Bacon doesn't really like it either, because I read the description or something, or maybe his tweet. And it seemed like he was like, oh, but it has some meta points that are interesting. And the Kind of Funny guys kind of did bring that up too. We'll do Caribou-kun here first. Once again, with the Caribou-kun video, I have no reference for Ranma 1/2. I've probably seen some Twitter clips. I know what it's about. He's a boy half the time and a girl half the time. I don't remember if it's like he sneezes like Launch from Dragon Ball and then changes. Gee, I don't know. They. Or if it's when they get mad or something, and he's got a best friend, and the best friend has a crush on him when he's a girl, but that's funny and hijinks and stuff. What the fuck just happened outside? Something just crashed. A pine thingy fell out of a pine tree or something. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, I was recapping everything I know about Ranma 1/2. And there's a new one. So I think that's probably why we're talking about it. And this video has done decently well for Shapes. Look at this, 6.5k views. I read some of these thingies where it was like, this guy, Takahashi's. That must be the Ranma 1/2 guy's creations or something. And I don't know. Comments didn't seem too interesting. But anyway, let's see the goddamn video to see if that's any interesting. Any good? Any interesting? Oh my god, we gotta get the Excel spreadsheet up. Oh my god, I have watched a bunch of these videos. Do we have to go over these first? I watched the video, obviously, right? Shut up, Feedback Hub. We don't give a fuck. It's about painting, so it was cool, of course, because you get to look at a bunch of paintings. This video we did have up that we might have watched for stream a bunch of times, which was the animal symbolism in The Last of Us. I don't know, it was okay. We're just talking about mooses or whatever. It's like the very boring type of symbolism where it's like, and Joel is a bit like a moose because he's protective and stuff. And it's like, ew. This is actually English class stuff that is boring and not fun. Though it did point out some interesting things, like how there's like the moose, and it's like when they go to the museum and it's being hunted by wolves and stuff. Ha 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 ha. Get it? I don't know what else. I probably watched all of these videos since last time. I guess we'll just go over them. Fuck them. Shabes, you can wait. How Miyazaki hated the Lord of the Rings or something. He said that Lord of the Rings is about killing Japanese people or something. It was funny. This video was just like oh, let me build up to the quote and how it's just good. The quote itself is going to reveal, and so the video wasn't too good. I decided to change everything. This Susu JPEG video about why the streamer girl turned into a video essay girl. It was kind of interesting, I guess. The dark side of BookTube. Oh my god, I've got to talk about my book tangents first. This video is okay. I've seen this thumbnail a bunch and I was like, oh, this might be interesting. Are they raping people over there in BookTube? But no, it was like, oh, to get popular, you've got to do this. And if you do, not try on hauls, that's like Kuma content. But like book hauls or whatever, it's like, is that really a good thing and stuff like that? And consumerism and stuff? I don't know. These depiction of the devils videos. I think maybe we brought these up on streams one time. I watched both of these and thought these were interesting. The devil is an interesting fella in mythology and stuff, and seeing how he's been displayed in fiction is a few times. So we'll get back to this in a moment, because that led me down a tangent that ate up like 3 of my days. The new iDubbbz video is like good. So iDubbbz, he fell off or whatever, cuck, ha ha ha, boxing or whatever. I remember like when the cuck stuff first came out, we defended him on this very stream. It was excellent. I love it. iDubbbz also became like very low energy and not fun also, and this is like why seemingly no one likes him at the moment. I think this type of video, which is just like becoming a bread tuber, is probably the best place for him to go. Like this video did okay, I think. It had like a couple 100,000 views. The problem is, these breadtube communities, they forgive people. But can they really forgive the N-word, F-word slogan guy? Like, are any of them really going to stake their reputations on being friends with him? So that could be a potential downside to becoming a breadtuber. But the video is, like, okay. Like, it's basically dunking on the stupidest conservatives might be a way back into him, like, having a niche or something. So I thought this video was fine. And these two we watched on our last stream. My goodness, we did it. But anyway, in the end of this second Depictions of the Devil video, they talk about Judge Holden from Blood Meridian. And I was like, well, that seemed pretty cool. So then I just like tabbed over and looked up Blood Meridian or whatever, because it's also by The Road Dude, and The Road is a book I've had on my shelf for like forever, and obviously people like, oh my god, this is what inspired The Last of Us. And in Neil Druckmann's room, he has it like hung up on the wall or whatever when he got that Game Award. Isn't that crazy? And it's also like short, so every time I'm like, I should read books, but Clash of Kings is over there, and I'm like 8 chapters in, and do I really want to reread all of those? How do we go about this? I don't want to do that. And then I'm like, maybe I should read The Road. But I never do, because I never read, because reading is boring, just like playing video games, just like everything in life. Is there anything fun to do anymore, chat? Oh my god, I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monster Coliseum Libra mod again for the 17th time in the last 2 years. Playing on the water symbol, it was really hard. I lost to a Shizu at least 12 times or something, but it's actually the funnest thing of all time. It's excellent. Can't wait for New Game Plus to come out. We love it. So video games can be fun, but only if you're replaying them. No video game is fun the first time. Now, anyway, why was I saying that? How did we get back to Blood Meridian? Anyway, so one of these days I tab over and I look it up. Oh yeah, John McCarthy and stuff. So I was like, oh my god, I know that guy. He made this book, and I don't think I'd literally ever heard of it, but everybody's like, oh my god, this was voted the greatest American novel of all time or something. But it's also the darkest thing you've ever read and stuff. So anyway, I tab over and I look up this shit. I'm like, whatever. And then obviously you look it up on YouTube because, I just got to... And you type in, oh my god, it's right there. Who knows if I'm spelling that right? And then this Wendigoon video comes up. It's 5 hours long, and I watched it in one sitting. It's just recapping the book and kind of doing little bits of analysis. So the video is probably not too good, but it was like super entertaining because it's just like, oh, I just read the book. So basically, I'm on Preston Jacobs' A Song of Ice and Fire tier for Blood Meridian now. I know everything that happens. I know everything that happens in order. I know the whole point that I can expert level analysis, just like I can of The Great Brienne and Feast for Crows, even though I haven't read a second of that book, just because I've heard Preston talk about it for 20 hours. Way more than that. I don't know why I'm underestimating, and that's supposed to sound cool. But anyway. Also, this is the Wendigoon guy that got that other guy cancelled by that other guy being very mean to him. That other bread tuber, I forget his name. A Sword something, or... no, A Place for Shadows or something, who like called this guy like a Nazi or something, and then it was like, then it backfired or something, because all the commentary YouTubers ganged up on him or something. Anyway, he seems to have other videos which are just him recapping scary books, and I'm like, well, maybe I'll do those too. But yeah, that ate up a whole night. I watched all 5 hours of that while I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters Coliseum. That was probably when I stopped reading Berserk and everything derailed. And then I kind of got back on track by making the football video yesterday. But also, I've been working a lot. So if you've been wondering what's been happening since then. And then I started watching that video again after I watched a bunch of other videos on it. You know, I'm just a genius. Oh, it's fucking hot in here, chat. The literal sweatening happening. So anyway, that's obviously Video of the Year contender from 3 years ago, even though it probably wasn't a good video. Oh my god, I touched my face and now there's sweat all over the mouse tracker thing. Don't worry, it'll evaporate in seconds because of how fucking hot it is. Now, can we give the young man what he wants and watch his goddamn video? And we ain't talking about Jarky Bacon. Ranma 1/2 is a disaster. I'm going to open it when I press play, chat. I'm going to let the cool air in.
Hey, it's Shabes. I was disappointed in Ranma Nibun no Ichi.
That's the girl, chat.
I enjoyed it well enough, but this was not my first Rumiko Takahashi. And I haven't seen Inuyasha yet, so I like to think I have an uncommon perspective on Ranma, knowing what came before it instead of the other way around. Those works affected Takahashi's choices on Ranma.
Okay, this is crazy. I didn't know the same guy did Inuyasha that I haven't seen, or Urusei Yatsura, or whatever it's called that we just flashed on. So he's doing all the cool girly shows. This is epic.
Before it instead of the other way around.
I think there was a fourth one too, but I don't know what that was.
On Ranma, knowing what came before it instead of the other way around.
Is he like the screenwriter, or is it the mangaka? I don't know.
Those works affected Takahashi's choices on Ranma, many of which were good, and subsequently the anime's choices, which were not so good. The reputation
so it seems like he's the mangaka.
Knew the anime had, besides being a classic, was that the first season is...
See how I think this is kind of like going to end up being another cool AMV thing, like the tribute to that thing, because the background music, and it's going to come in something, and we're going to get a cool clip show? Maybe not.
Incredible, but...
Better not hype yourself up for something that's not going to happen. Now, I think I saw, when I was perusing his Twitter, his take on this, which was that, like, oh, at the beginning it's good, but then it kind of falls off and it doesn't...
Anime had, besides being a classic, was that the first season is incredible. The anime's choices,
I never
which were not so good. The reputation I knew the anime had, besides being a classic, was that the first season is incredible, but then it went on for too long. Even though it technically
161
didn't last long enough. Others mention how the anime caught up to the manga and had to do it didn't last long enough.
I was trying to see if this was the girl
incredible,
getting
but then
married,
it went on for
the
too
guy.
long. Even though it technically didn't last long
Is that what he looks like when he's a boy?
enough. Others mention how the anime caught up to the manga and had to do lots of filler, but they don't tell you how much filler, and just how quickly that happened. And yet nobody wants to blame Takahashi, but I've seen her do better. I don't think she should be...
Oh my god, it's a girl, chat. That makes a lot of sense, you know, all these great girl animes made by a girl. Takahashi, of course, can be a girl's name, because that's a last name, I'm pretty sure. You know, Hiromu Takahashi, the wrestler, of course you do. That's a bloke. But the Takahashi part is not what makes him a bloke. The Hiromu part is.
Free from criticism. When the remake was announced, I went and analyzed how the original anime adapted the manga, and as an anime only, it was not what I expected at all.
That's interesting, because in my head I had known that Ranma 1/2 was getting a new anime, and Urusei Yatsura. I have no idea if I'm saying that right. I've only ever said it in my head or heard other people say it. Because I don't talk about anime, because I'm not an embarrassment. Now, what was I saying? Oh, and I saw they both got remakes recently, and I'm like, oh my god, are we on like a 70s kick where we're remaking all these cool 70s shows? Because that's pretty cool. But it's entirely possible it's just that guys, or the girls, as we've just learned. Stuff is just gotten popular again for some reason or something.
Is a chart where each box is one chapter of Ranma. I'm going to fill this in episode by episode to show you how they adapted these chapters. What you're about to see isn't uncommon for adaptations, but it's weird.
Green square is oh my god, it's becoming green even though it looks grey, chat. The green square is the chapter that was published at the time the episode aired.
In
Okay.
this case, for reasons I'll talk about,
Paying attention, chat?
this is why Ron Mahath is a disaster.
It's catching, chat. This isn't looking good. Oh my god. We jumped around a little bit. So hold on, these are the episodes coming out when the chapter comes out. So shouldn't this always go in order? Anime original episodes. Some episodes are also aired out of order. That's the... Oh, okay, I see. Epic. It's gonna get it, chat. Never anime. Oh, these are chapters.
I know that went by really fast, but there's just no time to fully untangle that mess. The anime began broadcasting when the manga had 74 chapters out. Convert that to time and you'll see just how little they had. This was a very rushed production, no doubt trying to keep the momentum of
This is all the evidence, chat. You can pause it if you want to see it. I believe the young man. Young man Shabes would never lie to me.
Takahashi's prior works, which both at least got finished adaptations.
Wait, what's this one called?
Takahashi's prior works, which both
You would say Yatsuri, been saying that the whole video.
at least got finished
She was hugging like a basketball guy. TV show, Mason Ikoko. Ikokyu. If I've ever even heard.
adaptations.
Probably if he said it out loud and didn't butcher it like I just did, I'd be like, oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Ranma is Takahashi's best-selling work.
Oh my god. Rinni? I don't think I've heard of this one either. The top
her
three, though.
Only major work besides Rinne to be left
Renne, of course, that's what I said.
unfinished in animated form. So what happened? It was doing great the first couple of episodes before losing director Mochizuki and rebranding as Netohen. I actually asked Mochizuki, who said the whole point of making the anime was to have
Oh my god, going straight to the source.
Takahashi like it. Which didn't go well, apparently. By the way, thank you, Hayden, for being my point of...
Wait. Producer in creating on behalf of the original evaluate the work highly. That didn't go so well. I think he didn't like the version. So the producer is the he here?
of contact for literally Tomomi Mochizuki. His season is the
That
best
is interesting. That is pretty cool.
part of Ranma Half, and everyone knows it. Holy shit. Shigekazu Ochiai was the producer in charge of planning, and he kept criticizing their work. He just didn't like what Mochizuki was making, so they changed staff during the rebrand. And clearly, that was a big mistake. Lots of fans say Ranma has no plot, how it's more like a sitcom, but that's not true at all. It consists of multiple story arcs that are interwoven with each other. And the first season
That is a thing people would be saying. Just because the plot is slow, it's like, oh, it doesn't have a plot. Don't be silly.
Ranma Half plays into this with how each episode flows into the next. I love how they play the eye catch twice, so the end of the episode comes off more like a surprise, making it very bingeable and engaging. Takahashi was fusing the zany comedy of Urusei Yatsura with the developing romance of Maison Ikoku, together with fresh martial arts action.
Doesn't it just look so cool, chat?
But
Imagine
unfortunately,
if I watched old anime. Instead of that new piece of shit Die Buster, that modern nonsense. Oh my god, Miller, we already talked about Chibi reviews, I'm sorry. And now we're watching a Shabes video. Can you believe this video is an ad? Oh my god, is this video right here? We'll have to find out. I do see Shabes making trailers for anime that have never had trailers before. That's pretty cool. And you know, if I was rich, I would buy all these Blu-rays because I like old anime and they all look cool and I would rather get those than silly new anime. Alas, I'm not rich.
Takahashi couldn't have it.
I need to get rich, Chad. I need to get my big house and I need to have that library room where I put all the DVDs on the shelf so I can feel good about myself. Oh, it's crazy that Die Buster... I don't know who the fuck Miller the Killer thinks he is, but if he thinks he's allowed to talk about Die Buster in a public forum, or even DM me about it before we've talked about it in a video, he's got another goddamn thing coming. Oh, it's crazy that Die Buster did the Drum Island Snow thing, or the Alabaster Rain thing. Now, I have no idea what... So, Drum Island had snow, right? And then it became a cherry blossom or something. And I didn't get it, and then Miller told me about it afterwards, and I was like, that's lame, who cares? And then he got very mad at me. Now, I don't think that's what we're referencing here, but Drum Island Snow thing. What the fuck could he be talking? Oh! There's snow in the first episode. So I don't know. Or the Alabaster Rain thing, where it all rains at the end. Oh, making fake snow? I don't know. But anyway, Miller, shut your mouth. Episode 3. Well, now I remember the fake snow in the city they go to. But I don't remember that in One Piece. Were they faking snow in One Piece? Or did it actually... Oh, no, it did actually make it snow. Right? Haha, because she did a thing. I know, it's been a month since I watched Die Buster because these idiots won't hurry up, Miller. And so now... But we are probably talking about it this weekend. Can you believe it? Everybody... Anyway, I was making a funny joke about how Die Buster is new and modern, even though it's really not. But just to show how old school brained I am. Not like the climax being that. No, like the climax being that. But I don't remember what the One Piece example is. You can spoil the One Piece thing. Nobody cares about that. But not Die Buster.
Both ways. In trying to be both, the series ends up with the strengths of neither. I think it's a compromised work. It wants to be wacky and crazy, but they can't just blow up the house because there's continuity. And it's too busy with all the shenanigans to focus on any meaningful progression in their relationship. She ultimately abandoned the latter for the sake of the former, and due to its success, Ranma rambled on for longer than either of its predecessors. It's no wonder the anime couldn't even last with a bunch of OVAs released afterwards. But none of that excuses the anime for keeling over so early before the finish line.
So did Shabes also read the manga for this?
I have no clue where they got the idea to skip and jump all over the place, and they went way too fast adapting these 5, 6, 7 chapter arcs into a single episode. When Mochizuki left, they were 60 chapters.
Well, clearly the answer to that is yes. I like this text a lot.
Way before catching up, already cutting it close. After the next 21 episodes, they were now 17 chapters away, and they never got further than 20. That's how you wind up with 47% filler, which, by the way, going back...
Oh, don't say filler, Alita, or you'll get mad.
...to adapt something you skipped is another way to stall for time. So I guess that counts as filler, too. Thank God they skipped stuff. Some of these arcs break the entire series. I would much rather have these anime original episodes over whatever the fuck Takahashi was doing. And even if they got to the end, it would still end the same way the anime ended, with no conclusion at all? Anyway, I guess there's a remake coming out. I'm gonna pretend I didn't already watch it. Due to characters like Ukyo being...
Wait, beforehand or after? Or afterhand? Hold on. Miller's back. That the cherry blossom snow happens at the end. So I think what Miller is saying is that Chopper wanted to make it cherry blossom snow. Because didn't the dude, the doctor guy, he was like, oh, I want to make cherry blossoms or something. Maybe? I could see that maybe being in my memory somewhere. I don't remember at all why the cherry blossom went off or anything like that. Or its significance. Because Drum Island was boring, and Chopper's backstory was lame, and we hate Tony Chopper. Except we don't. He's pretty cool, just not in Drum Island. Except he was. Remember when he was just not speaking for a little while, and then Luffy made him speak, and then he still didn't speak for a little while? But anyway, Chopper wasn't the problem. That boring doctor dude was the problem. But then he was cool, because he was like a pirate doctor, and he was just bad at being a doctor, and got people killed and stuff. That was epic. So I don't know what the problem with Drum Island was, because there was snow, and I hate all snowy aesthetics, I guess. Also, Die Buster is Rebuild-esque, not bad yet, though. Oh, so you haven't finished it. Interesting. It definitely looks a little bit like the rebuilds. The remake leaked, I think. Oh, so that's the joke. Well, I guess it really wasn't a joke. But, I'm going to pretend I didn't actually watch it because I looked at leaks. Another thing not to tell Lee Ari about. He'd be mad about that. Also, Miller, not a fan of leaks. You know, he's always telling people to just wait for the manga chapter to come out. Yes, correct. And in Die Buster, the kids they wanted the snow. But it doesn't snow on Jupiter, then it does. Okay, I've put it all together by myself. I'm a genius.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't already watch it.
Because it leaked.
Due to characters like Ukyo being on the cover, it's safe to say the anime intends to reach at least 91 chapters, which took the original about 40 episodes. Without giving it away, the first cour does not make it that far, but it is a faster adaptation than the original. That is to say, before the original went too fast.
I definitely had the assumption beforehand that Ranma 1/2 was like an anime original show, and that like, oh, it's just like, oh, this episode, the characters are going to get into some wacky things. I guess I would have assumed it didn't have a plot. That's more interesting.
Hoping this adaptation can take the whole series in
It's the panda guy from that Jujutsu Kaisen show.
hindsight and trim the fat.
See, I bet everybody made that joke, but I made the joke, and it's funny because I haven't seen Jujutsu Kaisen, and I don't know anything about it, okay?
That Takahashi indulged in, with as little happosai as necessary. I don't see this being a 100% complete adaptation.
Wait, was that like a pervy old man we
trim
don't
the fat
like?
that Takahashi indulged in, with as little happosai as necessary. I don't see this being a 100% complete adaptation, but maybe it'll at least be a finished adaptation. Even with the first season leaked, it's too early to call how this remake will fare, but if going by the similar stylings and palette is any indication, probably like the last Takahashi remake, panel for panel to an almost sickening cadence. For as disappointed as I was with Ranma, I'm glad it's getting a remake. Takahashi's best-selling series deserves better than its ending only existing as a pachinko cutscene. This was the short version. To watch the more detailed, thorough, and calmer 27-minute version, please visit my Patreon. I promise the next one will not be as short.
Oh, so that's what
Or as
Miller
negative.
meant by it's an ad. Oh, yes, that's right. Miller's on his kick now of hating content creators, like myself, where he was mad at the normies for putting paywall, I think, or lying or something that he definitely doesn't care about. It is interesting though to say that it's not going to ever be on YouTube.
Yo, peace.
It depends how big your Patreon is. Oh, I'm thinking about this only from like a, oh my god, Miller, there's the video. Because when I would do Patreon exclusive videos, I would get annoyed because, well, there's no upside to this video. It's just for the patrons. And the only person that's going to see it is Jockey Bacon. That's going to be it. And it's like, I would rather put a video up and then hope that, like, oh, it's going to get 1 million views and there's going to be so many comments about it. Like, that's, like, almost 50% of the fun. And also the other 50% is, like, you've already been paid for it. It's like, you're just, like, I don't know. Getting paid for it and then doing it sucks. Like, doing it and then getting paid is much better. I guess you could just look at it as like, oh, and then you'll get paid for the next month. But I don't know. There's just like there's also a ceiling to how much you can get paid. I just didn't like doing it. But maybe it's for copyright issues. I don't know. Reasons. I don't know. It never became an AMV. But this video was good. I don't have much context for this to think that there's a genius point being made or not. But it's very well made. I like the music, even though it didn't become an AMV. It was just continuous. It was fast. There was personality. You know, it wasn't a boring video like so many of the ones we watch, etc., etc. So we liked that video. Like everything I watch a video about, I'm vaguely interested in all of this woman's, not this guy's stuff. I love romance chat, as we all know. And I love old anime.
And
there's a bunch of them, apparently. But will I ever watch any of them? I don't know. It took me 5 years to watch Gunbuster. So maybe in a little bit. It's rebuild-esque in the way they escalate the technology in mechs so much that it almost goes from sci-fi to fantasy. I have no comment on this, Miller. You'll see. Yuritsu Yatsura is good. Shut up, Miller. You only watch the new show. Okay, we did the Caribou-kun one. Now we've got Jockey Bacon. Miller, have you seen this stupid movie yet? You're the type to go and see a stupid movie. I just know it.
There has been a lot
It's
of
a
chat.
vague, establishing shot of a city, and Jockey Bacon's going to come in and be very deep in a second. It's going to be crazy. I haven't seen Joker yet, so I guess you're, oh my god, wait, Joker yet. So you haven't seen Joker. I bet you haven't seen this video because you care about spoilers. Now, I already watched Kinda Funny talk about it a bunch, so I don't care about spoilers anyway. But were the jokes good? Very funny. Joker Maker didn't even tell a single joke. Joke Maker, like Joker did. I see. Never seen either Joker movie, but makes me more interested in seeing both. Oh my god, Jockey Bacon selling tickets out here. Talk about advertising. Oh my god, Jockey Bacon's got no... Oh, look, all of his links are down here. I didn't even know how to do this. Jockey Bacon has a Twitch account? Slick Sensei. Miller, do you think this is some sort of disgusting Mushoku Tensei reference? Because, Jockey Bacon, he's nearly finished that silly series. Have you seen the best video yet? It's going to be this fucking Chibi Reviews thing that I already said we talked about. Heath is here. Want to make fun of my music list again, Heath? You little bitch. Oh, I don't worry, Miller. I've only got like 12 other videos to watch before I can get to this one. But I have seen it. I haven't seen it, but I saw the list, etc. But obviously incorrect. I can't wait to play Horizon Dawn Remastered on December or something. Oh, it's fucking hot in here, chat. I watched this one. And I've got to watch... So there's only 8 videos for me to watch. And there's like 3 long ones here. Wait, what happened to the Kingdom Hearts one? Or was it the Final Fantasy one I'm thinking? Oh yeah, Square hired me to explain the Final Fantasy VII games. That's the one I was thinking of. Oh, now let's listen to Jockey Bacon talk so I can open the door and let some fucking air in. This video spoke to me on a personal level. It's the best video of the year. Well, Miller has weighed in. Why would you watch an hour-long Final Fantasy videos? Because, first of all, I already know all the stuff. And second of all, because cool. Why not? What, are they going to spoil me on Final Fantasy VII? I've been on the internet before. That dumb bitch dies. Cut through the stomach.
There has been a lot of chat about Joker 2, and not much of it is praise. I don't deny I found the courtroom drama lacking, that I found the songs to be forgettable, and that I was somewhat bored through the entire film. Funnily enough, every time a musical number started, a couple more people left the theater viewing I was in.
I always complain about being bored in every movie I've ever watched the first time, but that's only true if I'm not at the theater. If you're at the theater, you're never bored, right? At least I've never been bored at the theater, I don't think. Like, I watched Napoleon at the theater, chat. But that movie was cool. Or at least exciting, I think. What was that soccer movie I watched or whatever? I want to call it Brand New Day. But it's a fucking New Zealand movie by Watiti or whatever. The stupid Thor guy. Haven't seen any Thor movies. I don't want to look it up. Next Goal Wins? I think that was the name of the thingy. The movie. That maybe was boring a little bit. Right? Watching it in a theater, chat, no distractions. You can't get your phone out and stuff. That's the problem. That's why you get bored. The thing about you can't do this, chat. Watch this. You can't do this. Hold on. No, I can't do it. Anyway, you can't check the timeline when you're in a movie theater. You do check your phone a lot. I guess I do that sometimes where I'm like, well, the thing said it was 2 hours and a half and we're at 11 o'clock already. So we've got about an hour and a half left. I have done that before, so maybe I'm lying. But it's not the same. You see this and it's like in the middle here and you're like, oh. Now, the movie's always good, chat. No movie is bad. But man, every movie the first time through is a fucking slog. But anyway. Why is Bacon doing ASMR? He's being dramatic, Keith. You haven't watched Shazam 2 at the theater or Aquaman 2. 2 thriller movies, I'm sure. I don't know, it's just funny. You got your little popcorn there. So I don't know. Anyway, I haven't been to a movie theater in I didn't go once when I went back, I don't think. So this year I have not gone to a movie theater. Isn't that cool, chat? I like bragging about that. Remember when I used to be able to say I haven't gone to a movie theater in 3 years or something? That was me, my coolest. I don't think we saw any movies when I went back. Nope. Anyway. Whew. What were we doing? We were watching Jockey Bacon say that the Joker sucks, but maybe it is okay. And he was doing ASMR, as Heath pointed out. I'm so pissed there are no plans to show Look Back in Australia. Lame. Look Back, that is. Not not showing it in Australia.
Enough, every time a musical number started, a couple more people left the theatre viewing I was in.
I've never seen or been conscious of anybody ever leaving the theatre. It's something people talk about. Ah, man, this movie sucks so bad I fucking left. People just started piling out. So is Jackie Bacon telling a fib here, chat? I think he's lying. There's no way people walked out of a theatre. There's no way you're paying enough of attention to the people around you to notice when they're leaving the theatre. People go out to piss all the time. I guess they could be leaving, but I'm assuming they're pissing. Yeah, no, me, chat, I got to piss twice a movie. I could very easily see myself leaving a movie if anything else was happening, right? You got a little text message. Ah, come over here. All right, I'll leave. I don't give a fuck. But I wonder if people like get pressured if you're seeing a movie with your girlfriend or something and she hates it. You probably have to leave, right? You can't stand up for yourself in the best of times, let alone over a stupid movie. Anyway, that's funny. I can say the last time I went was in 2020 to watch Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel 3. Well, that's embarrassing, Heath. But you are cooler than me on our cool scale. Because that's 4 years ago now. Nearly 5 years ago. True Miller, but they can show Bocchi the Rock recap movies and fucking Overlord. Well, they bring in the big bucks, unlike this Fujimoto idiot. You know how Chainsaw Man sold? Everybody calm down, Elite Re's gonna get mad. Also, Elite Re's now an hour ahead of me, just like the stupidest idiots in chat, while Miller the Killer is. Heath might only be 2 hours behind me now. This is crazy. But yeah, so Elite Re's finishing work. I guess I shouldn't say what in 4 minutes chat he is. This is crazy. Expect him in chat. Or he's already here lurking, just not texting anything because he's pretending he's working. But he's got a headphone in. Did you just jox him? Yes, I did. I gave away his time zone and his finishing time. So if you want to hang out outside and kill him, I don't know. That would be unfortunate. And now for Miller's real name. I found a Reddit post filled with Australians complaining about it. That's what they love to do, those Australians. I think the problem is probably that it's super short, but who cares? Did you just dox him? Typical Boruto fan. I would find kinship, I think, in the Boruto fandom. Now, this skinny moron. Are we going to give him an Oscar for a subpar performance again because he got skinny and does a funny laugh?
Numbers started, a couple more people left the theatre viewing I was in. But the more I sat thinking about the movie, the more I began to like it. The more I could see what it was trying to do. Regardless of what many folks may say, I massively respect Todd Phillips for following up the highest grossing R-rated movie by not trying to replicate its success, but instead by trying to do something.
Now, from what I understand from the Kind of Funny review chat, is this movie does the thing where it's like, you don't even know what the Joker is. And it's like a meta thing because it's like, you don't even understand what I'm trying to say with the first movie. Idiots. And now I hate all the people that like the Joker. And superheroes are lame. I think that's what they took away from the movie. So I don't know if that's what Bacon's about to bring up now and say it's pretty cool to call your audience a bunch of pussies. Which, I love to do every day, chat, So, I would have to respect it. But also, I don't know. Maybe
different.
I feel so validated that everybody hates Joker 2. 1 sucked too. Miller the Killer did not like Joker 1. Isn't this crazy?
In a world where sequels and franchises are becoming the norm to success, making your sequel into a musical that nobody asked for requires some serious plums. Looking in between the lines.
Plums. I don't know if I like that verbiage. But balls isn't the best either. You feel like you're in The Sopranos if you say balls. Also, he's one Pew. That's a Frenchman.
At the core of this movie is a discussion on how we should view the first film as a whole, asking us how we should react to the reaction, how the discussion was filled more with complaints about the complaints about the complaints, where the noise of the first movie...
Did you see your queen appear on screen, Miller? The great Jenny Nicholson? Followed by that piece of shit Moist Critical that Alita likes.
Transformed into a conversation about what it symbolized as a wider theme of our current society. Is it one that fights back
chat, say it with me, No, I'm not gonna say.
It's the tidal wave of woke movies that have overwhelmed our favorite IPs.
Oh my God,
in recent years
wokeisms?
as a
I
wider
hate the
theme of
wokes.
our current society. Is it one that fights back against the tidal wave of woke movies that have overwhelmed our favorite IPs in recent years? Or is it one that is a rallying cry for incel power fantasies to glorify the unprovoked mass violence causing so much pain and
Wait, did he shoot the annoying woman too?
suffering? But in all this, we forget Arthur Fleck. Joker 2 seems to admonish those who loved the first film so dearly, the ones who idolized the movie Joker. It's just
Oh,
another
the laptop. Oh my God, Eren Yeager. We love Eren Yeager. The laptop's like hot if you press down, chat. It's like hot. I'm gonna die. Anyway, Todd Phillips hack probably has never read a comic book in his life. That's what Kind of Funny said. It seems like this movie hates comic books, which would be epic. But then Harvey Dent was in it, so... And he got like a scar on his face or something. These films have nothing to do with Joker, Batman, or DC. It's a story that just uses those things as set dressing to sell tickets. Well, that's way cooler than doing a shitty Joker movie. But, I don't know. I don't care about it.
the ones who idolized the movie
What I care about is Jockey Bacon's video.
Joker, who loved the first film so dearly, the ones who idolized the movie Joker. It's just another example of a he is literally me, cool, edgy, power fantasy cut down by the author
Oh my God, the great
who
Thorfinn.
created him. Authors destroying
Oh my God, the great Donald Draper from the 3 episodes of Mad Men Jockey Bacon watched. This hack fraud.
the fantasy they have created. The fantasy of many people.
Wait, what did he
Because
say?
some people want to watch it cut
Bacon
down
didn't even get to the Don Draper twist. What the fuck does he know?
by the author who created him. Authors destroying the fantasy they have created. The fantasy
Oh,
of
okay.
many people. Because some people want to watch the whole world burn. But not in this reality. After all, the cinema is an escape for that. A place where you can have the catharsis of seeing people get what they fucking deserve. After all, it's the characters that can act outside the system. The ones that have the power to bow to no one. The ones that make us feel in control. Those.
Also, that was the shitty Wire show that Bacon likes. And this is the shitty shonen show that Ari likes.
Are the fan favorites. And in the Joker 2, where's the catharsis? Where's that strength? Where is the control? Where is the Joker? But in all of this, we forget Arthur Fleck. When Arthur is in his most dire hour, we, the viewers, want to see him deny the only one that genuinely cares for him. We instead want to see him become the Joker. For we are all Harley Quinn. For we have forgotten Arthur Fleck. We have forsaken Arthur Fleck. The Joker is a character that cannot be controlled. One that can...
There is a... This gets into, like, objectivity things. So, far be it from me to ever hypocrite chat. There's, like, a... It feels... And people accuse The Last of Us Part 2 of doing this a lot. And it might have even been the intention. But the positioning of the audience to want something... And then... Like, attacking them for wanting it... is weird. And for whatever impression I've already got the impression that Joker 2 does it bad. I think The Last of Us Part 2, if it is trying to do that, does that bad. And it's funny because I was like, but Attack on Titan does it really good. With like the salute and shit, with all the things and core themes and changing context in Attack on Titan. Like that's good because I guess it's less subtle, it's more subtle somehow. But like, if Naughty Dog really wanted you to feel bad as you press the square button to hit Nora, it's like my take on The Last of Us Part 2 is that like, yeah, you have like no control over the narrative and you're just watching it. Like that's the conceit of all Naughty Dog games. Like I don't feel bad for what Ellie does or doing or making Ellie do things or anything like that. And in The Last of Us Part 2, they don't even make you do any of the bad stuff. Like, you hate Nora when you do that. It's not like they make you bash Dina's head into the ground or something. Maybe then that would be more interesting. Maybe The Last of Us Part 2 just had to do it more. Like the thing that, Tim used to always talk about how you should have had to press the button to kill Joel with the golf club or whatever. I can't believe I came up with an example where Attack on Titan is the good one. But also I haven't seen this movie.
Fleck, the Joker, is a character that cannot be controlled. One that can...
But like this idea of like, well, the impression it gives off, this is kind of what I talked about in my football video, is like the actual reality of it doesn't matter. It's just the impression that it is given off by it that matters. And like in the impression that it gives off, you forget the actual thing. Like in the impression of the Joker, you forget about silly little... His name sucks. I don't even want to say it. Arthur. Lame. I don't know. I guess it's just like anything. It can be interesting or it can be lame.
Can fight against...
Oh my god, Miller's deleting messages again. Ill, Bacon swore, me no like. Bacon swears all the time.
the world around him.
I thought the Bacon swear just there was good when because he said the line, and usually saying the line is the biggest cringiest thing of all time. But I thought it was good.
And it's time. Arthur Fleck. We have forsaken Arthur Fleck.
He's also doing
Joker.
he's using repetition here to say the line to make it dramatic and stuff.
There's a character that
Did I need to point that out? Probably
cannot
not.
be controlled. One that can fight against the world around him.
But, Bacon's best video is that poetry one. So, in harkening back to that, I must appreciate.
Yeah, there's a character that cannot be controlled. One that can fight against the world around him. And it's time for the Joker to come out and play. But that Joker is cringe. Someone impersonating confidence. One with no backbone to stand up and stick it to the man. And when he admits his weakness...
Yeah, this is something else that kind of funny guys pointed out where it's like, oh, every time he beats the Joker, it's like cringe. Which is that's more interesting than like the, oh, forget the dude is like the thing that you thought was cool is actually cringe this time. But then, was it cringe last time or are we just like manufacturing it to be cringe this time? I don't know. Interesting.
Stand up and stick it to the man. And when he admits his weakness, and that the Joker is seen and shown to be a con, we the audience are deflated, bored like those in my cinema, wanting to leave. Because Joker 2 is not the Joker we wanted. It's the Joker nobody asked for. Like
But it's the Joker we needed. Is that what he's going to say, Chad?
Gotham City, we only tuned in because we want the Joker. Because in all of this, we couldn't care less about Arthur Fleck. We saw the first movie because it was using the IP of the Joker.
Oh my god, Miller the Killer pre-watched?
A character lauded in pop culture as one of the most iconic villains in storytelling history, one that birthed legends of those who acted him. If the movie was called Arthur Fleck, no one would watch it. For we, the audience, only wanted the Joker. Arthur Fleck thought he wanted the Joker, but the Joker was a fraud, and he pushed away the only one that cared for him, the only one that didn't forget Arthur Fleck.
Well, there you go, chat. That was a good video, right? I feel like if I seen that without watching the Kind of Funny review, it would have been cooler, because I would have been getting, like, all the ideas for the first time. So that video didn't spoil me on the movie. Nobody cares about that. But it did spoil me on the Jarky Bacon video. So we can resent them for that. Oh my god, is it hot in here, chat? Or what? I gotta pee. It's hot. And the laptop isn't flat yet. What the fuck? Is there a third Chibi Reviews video yet? Come on. You're an idiot if you want to kill Abby or Colossal Titan Ukulele or whatever. Secondary ENT channel. And now why was I trying to think about what the fuck Miller's talking about here? I compared both of them, but the wanting to kill Abby. I guess I agree with that. There's no way this movie is about the incel shit, like acknowledging the backlash. That sounds so stupid and has nothing to do with the film. But sometimes movies are more than just the text, Miller. Sometimes there's meta-text to it. And we've got to address what movies are, Miller. Is there reflections of the director's state of mind? And, when he was making that original movie, he had that mindset of Joker 1, but now he has the mindset of Joker 2. And that's more important than continuity. Real. Oh my god, laptop's going flat. Oh my god, WWE used blood in a match again, chat. Aren't we just in the greatest timeline? I'm still not watching. How KyoAni... So how... Did KyoAni just survive? Remember when, like, all of their staff died in a fire? That's not even a joke. Like, I want to... Where's the YouTube documentary talking about their, like... Well, who did they hire? What happened? What happened right after? How long did it take them to start making anime again? Who was that guy? Why did he burn their thing down and try and kill them all? There's probably is videos about this, but I just don't know anything about it. But when people... Oh, well, I guess this is about Clannad, so this could be about old KyoAni. But I think KyoAni is still around. They're still making anime, right? Anyway. How this anime studio recovered from a terrorist attack. What a title and thumbnail. Oh my god, Elite Ariwa. Remember when Elite Ariwa watched 2 seconds of this video, shut it off, and thought it was funny? Just because House of the Dragon and Lord of the Rings are popular shows, so this video has to be wrong. That was Elite Ari's thinking. Platinum Rival Battle you couldn't unlock until now? Well, that seems vaguely interesting. Doesn't seem too interesting here. Maybe I'd watch that another time. God, it's fucking hot in here, chat. Let's do a crossword to end the stream. I love crosswords. You love crosswords. That fantasy video was so good. You hear that, Elite RE? Give it another shot on stream so I don't have to watch it. I love how James Gunn disowned this film's. They were already making it when we took over. Yeah, and it doesn't seem like there's going to be another one, so... Why would he own, like... What is he gonna make his whole universe in the universe of the Joker movie? Now they're also disowning that Batman movie, right? Is that having a sequel? It is, right? So is that part of it? Who knows? Nobody's gonna listen to DC. Superheroes are dead, right? DC tried too late. Kyle, have you seen Sophia Falk? What does that mean? Who's this? Is this a YouTube video? Is this a movie? What are you talking about? Spill the beans. The lollies? Talk. Bird that has been used by the Dutch police to take down illegal drones. Hawks. Online shopping. eBay, Amazon. Wait, there is a small word that means online shopping, right? I'll come back to it. With 3 down, nope, try another guess. Well, I guess we got to do 3 down before that. Schedule, modern email button. Huh? A Zoom? Root veggies in borscht. TH doesn't do anything. Carpenter's shaping tool. Well, it's not Hawks because... I don't know if it's talk, though. I don't know anything, chat. You ever notice that? Carpenter's shaping tool. An apron. I don't fucking know. C8 across. 3 down. Nope. Try another guess. I have no idea. Like 3 mice in a nursery rhyme. I vaguely remember mice and nursery rhymes. Big breast in Big Beast. Ha. What's my mind on, chat? Ha. Ha. Big Beast in National Park. It's not Yogi, is it? It's not Yogi Bear. What's the... Wait, no, Yogi is the big one. What's the little one's name? Because I thought I was talking about the little one. What's the little Yogi... Remember the live-action Yogi Bear movies? Now, those were television shows. So they have so they have the logo on the Penguin show. It's not in their universe, but it has their seal of approval. Sophia Falcleone. Oh, is this... Falcleone, is this the fictional character? Yeah, but this actress girl, right? Yeah, I've seen... What's she from? She's in something I've seen. What's this actress's name? Christine, is she in The Sopranos or something? But she'd be too young to be that, right? The Penguin, How I Met Your Mother, Wolf of Wall Street, maybe? Who is she in that, though? How old is she? Oh, no, she would have been 20? 8 or something in Wolf of Wall Street. Is she like the drug dealer's girlfriend or something in Wolf of Wall Street? What the fuck do I know this girl from? Because I did watch the Penguin review where IGN gave it a 5 out of 10, but everybody else seems to like it. Is she in like fucking Mad Men or something? I feel like I would remember it. How I Met Your Mother, I don't think so. Once, That Face, Fargo, The Resort. Oh my god, I'm so fucking smart. She also appeared in television programs such as The Sopranos. She's... Because a lot of people are accusing the Penguin of just being like a Sopranos homage. So it would be funny if they got a girl from it. This looks like a very small part. Oh, is Johnny Sack's daughter? Oh, she does have a few scenes, right? Because she gets married. But I don't know. Isn't Johnny Sack's daughter fat? So maybe it's not from this. What if she was on The Sopranos, she was probably in Mad Men. You know, these fucking... You know how incest works. Oh, she is Jordan Belfort's first wife. Okay, yep. That's exactly who she is. Well, Miller, the Wolf of Wall Street disagrees and thinks Margot Robbie is hotter. I don't know, Margot Robbie is like hot and stuff, but she's always like the go-to example of like, she's hot, but like whatever. Ew. I like chubby girls or something. She's crazy. What? No way they gave it a 5. Jesus Christ. Me and Eric Whiteley like it at least. The Penguin is like The Sopranos, but good. I think the IGN review is just like, this idiot's just doing his Tony Soprano impression, and it's lame. And then it's like, oh, and the plot didn't go anywhere. So I don't know if all the episodes are out, but the IGN guide's seen all the episodes, so maybe we'll agree at the end, Miller, unless you've seen them all. In that case, I don't know what to tell you. Italian girls, you know, they're pretty sometimes. I don't know anything on this fucking thing. I just want it to be revealed. I was wrong on the first one. Blab, I guess. Eagle, that's basically a hawk, I think. Entail, never heard of that. Think again. Shut up. Send, shut up. Elk, okay. Blind. Oh, 3 blind mice, of course. Lathe? I don't know what that is. Beets. Like beets? Like beetroot? Now, what was I gonna look up? Yogi Bear. What's the little bear called in Yogi Bear? Yogi Bear friend. Little. Boo Boo Bear, of course. How could I forget the great Boo Boo Bear? What's going on, Boo Boo, he would say as he looks down. Remember that funny Family Guy skit where they stabbed him? That was crazy. Anyway, we're ending stream because it's fucking hot. I don't care if the laptop's got like 2 minutes left in it. Oh my god, I already watched the Jockey Bacon video. Stop recommending it to me. Did I put it on the playlist? I did. I'm a genius. Oh my god, Miller's making me I hate this.
I had no
Not
idea
funny.
Creed concerts
Oh my god,
could
he
go
made
on
all that.
for
He did make
5
Blood
hours.
Meridian videos, Miller. You'll have to go back on the VOD for the context about that. Swearing around your dad versus your mum. I would... Wait, hold on, this could go either way. It could be really confident swearing around your dad because he's super cool and down with the swears and your mother's like, stop saying that word. Or it could be the other way where you don't give a fuck about your mum, you'll disrespect that dumb bitch, but around your dad, you're going to be super quiet. It could be either way, and in my experience, it just depends on the word. My mum doesn't like the word retard, but my dad thinks it's hilarious, so you can say retard at any age around him and he'll think it's hilarious. But I do remember getting in trouble for saying fuck when I was like 8, but then I turned 10 and it was okay. So...
I had no idea Creed concerts could go on for 5 hours. You were so drunk, and I was on another planet. Shit was fucking crazy. What are you gonna do about it, old man? You're just a shell of your former self. You're not gonna say anything, are you?
So this is
Using
about
big boy
fiction?
words in your own house.
I don't care about
When are you getting a
characters.
job? Dude, last night was insane. I had no idea Megalopolis would have so many Marcus Aurelius quotations. Dude, you were so drunken. Call me WoW Platinum. I was on another planet. That shit was fucking wild. Mama, I offended your delicate sensibilities. You are a lady.
So it was one of the things I said. Anyway, Colin Kyle, he's funny, like unironically. I feel like I saw one, and then, yeah, I just saw an unscripted video, and he was a retard, and it, like, oh, not funny. Like, he's not on layer 3 like me and Minty, so he can't possibly funny. What's funny is telling people to kill themselves, and, you know, every time I try to verge away from that, and I'm like, no, skips the punchline. I already got the punchline, and the laptop's going flat, and send it to Elite RE. I'm sure he'll get it. I'm not stupid, you're stupid, and I'm hot. And I don't mean that in a good way. What's the punchline? Is that mum, you don't swear around your mum or something. Unless the punchline I literally didn't see. In that case, I'm not stupid. I just didn't see it. Anyway, I'm lying to you. The stream's not starting soon. It's ended. And I don't care if I'm wrong. You're the chatter, Miller, so that means you're wrong every time. ADHD, kill yourself.